It was the summer of 2004. The kind of summer where the air hangs heavy and still, and even the birds seem too lazy to sing. My school had organized a 3-day retreat deep in the mountains. We stayed in an old youth training center. A large concrete building surrounded by woods, with peeling paint and rusted bunk beds that smelled like mold. There was no signal. No Wi-Fi. And barely any working lights after 10 p.m. I was assigned to room 303. We were 4 boys in there, all from different classes. One of them was a kid named Jaiwan. Jaiwan didn't talk much. Didn't laugh either. He just sat on the edge of his bed and stared out the window for hours. At first, we thought he was just shy. But then the first night happened. I woke up at around 2 a.m. to use the bathroom. As I walked down the dark hallway, I saw someone at the far end. Standing completely still, facing the wall. It was Jaiwan. "Hey," I whispered. No response. He just stood there, his back to me. I walked closer. Still no movement. When I was just a few steps away, I stopped. He was mumbling something. Over and over. A word I couldn't make out. Then, without turning around, he said, "She's watching." I froze. "She's watching," he repeated, louder now. I didn't sleep that night. The next day, I tried to ask him about it. But Jaiwan acted like nothing had happened. He smiled awkwardly and said he didn't remember leaving the room. That night, the weirdness got worse. At around 3 a.m., someone screamed from room 302. The teachers came running. A student claimed he saw a girl in white standing at the end of his bed. They told him it was a nightmare. They made him drink water and go back to sleep. But I knew something was wrong. Because when I glanced out the window, there were no girls on our retreat. Our school was all boys. The third and final night, we were told not to leave our rooms after lights out. I couldn't sleep. Jaiwan was still staring out the window, as usual. I finally asked him, "What are you looking at?" He didn't reply. Instead, he pointed. Not at the trees. But at a shadow standing just outside the building. A figure. Completely still. "She followed me here," he whispered. "I thought I left her at the hospital." "What hospital?" He didn't answer. Then, all the lights in the building went out. Pitch black. And in that silence, I heard it. Scratching. From the hallway. Then closer. Outside our door. Scratch, scratch, scratch. The door handle turned. I jumped from my bed, but no one else moved. Not even Jaiwan. The door creaked open slowly. But no one was there. Just an empty hallway. And wet footprints leading into our room. The next morning, the retreat ended. We packed up, got on the bus, and left the cursed place behind. I never saw Jaiwan again. But a week later, I overheard 2 teachers whispering in the hallway. One of them said, "There was never a student named Jaiwan on that list." To this day, room 303 is always locked. And no one talks about the girl in white. But if you go there late at night, some say you can still hear the scratching.